Hi everyone! What's up? What's up? Let's see, we're going live. We're going live. Mexico. Mexico edition. Hi everyone. What's up? What's up? It's Lisa Meta from Metamorfize.com. I'm in Mexico. I made it to my Mexico spot. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. And I am doing my, oh, hey, Jennifer. You know, it's so funny because today I'm talking about slowing down and I moved it from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock and now it's 2:16 and I'm just laughing because they have like literally something called Mexico time. So it's like, oh, this is not my usual self of hola, hola, of being, I don't like to even say late anymore. It's kind of like I'm always on time, right? We're always on time. Hi, everyone. So happy to be doing this. I took a week off to arrive here in Mexico. This last week has been, woo, really interesting to settle into a place where the traveling that I've always done has been go somewhere totally new. Don't go to the same place twice. See something new. And now as I'm getting older, I'm getting more excited to, going back and deepening. There's been a lot of last year. That was such a huge word for me because actually I was traveling around to different places in Mexico and I arrived here at Puerto Morelos. And it was that moment I was like, I really want to stay here, but what about all those plans? I really want to stay here and it feels so good to be here, but what about all those plans? And I was like, you know what? I remember Gisela, my friend Gisela, she said, it's a deepening. And now coming back a whole year later, staying in the same place, it's even more deep. And it's like, so great. I'm meeting up with the one friend I made and I'm making more friends. And today I want to talk about, oh, hola, Berna. Today I wanted to talk about slowing down because I'm even like catching myself right now. Okay, what do I got to say? So many things. I'm talking so fast. I'm talking about slowing down because being here has completely illuminated and magnified how fast my mind works, how fast I talk, how fast I walk, how such a huge reminder here. Like, so something in motion that's moving so fast, you know, if you push the brakes, whoosh, you're going to get this like whoosh, woo, whiplash type of feeling, right? So the slowing down it's been gradual. You know, I've been like letting myself feel both and use my New York kind of more masculine energy when I got here to actually get things done, like settle in, use it. I was like kind of riding a momentum. And now I just feel like I'm opening up to my more feminine. The slowing down is such, I have to say. So this topic today came because I was walking with my friend and she's Mexican and we're like going to dinner and she was like, hey, New York, slow down. And I was like, whoa, she totally, it felt, that's what was so beautiful about relationships and about connecting and about being around others as a reflection in a mirror. It was such a nice reflection moment for someone to say, slow down, because I probably wouldn't have even realized it, you know? So here we are, beach energy versus city energy, city Lisa, I don't know, versus integrating city Lisa with beach Lisa, integrating masculine energy with feminine energy, but deciding which one I'm leading with right now. And, you know, it's been a dream of mine to have a city place and a beach place. And I think because right now I feel like I'm leading and activating and opening up, which is a part of the manifesting, right? Slowing down, being a space to receive the messages, to ask for them and be quiet enough to listen. And not that you can't do that in the city. Of course you can. I meditate there all the time. It's a different kind of listening. And sometimes it feels harder to slow down or to listen, or sometimes easier because when you're moving so quick, remember I said sometimes it's easier sometimes in the city to go 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 go, but you know what usually happens is you crash. You don't actually have. I didn't necessarily, although I'm pretty chill over there. Hey everyone, I'm also checking out this 2:00 time to see if this is a good time for people to come on. I think for Tuesdays, I was playing around with moving it to 2. So it's, hey Adrian, so it's Tuesday Talk and Tarot at 2. Everything's got a rhyme or brand, right? Branding and the rhyming. All right, so we're going to pick some animal cards in a little bit. And I'm talking about slowing down, which also has so much to do with breath, our nervous system, and the awareness of it. And yeah, so let's talk about the nervous system. You know what? I want to look up, interesting that we call it nervous, right? Nervous system. Because also nervous, panic, and fear are kind of like brother, sister, cousins to anxiety also, which is all things related to the future. Like if you can't really have fear or anxiety if you're fully in the present moment and you're in the present moment unfolding. So interesting. You know what? I didn't get to research that. I have to even tell you, I've been having just such a great time being away from the computer this week of like integrating here. So I am happy to be back and to connect with everyone. And nervous system, and in relation to the emotion, nervous, panic, fear, anxiety, all related to the future. So if your nervous system is jacked up, it's usually you're in a very contracted space because you're trying to control something that's not here in the present moment. And our nervous system relaxes when we take deep breaths. Every time we take a deep breath in, we are, in essence, telling our system everything is going to be okay. Oxygen in, calming. It immediately calms everything down. Even if you're doing a more conscious, kind of connected breath that has a little more effort, like Wim Hof of like, it feels maybe chaotic. On the other side of the chaos is the calm. I think I have a poem about that. Talk about that all. So with the trauma, I already feel that. That was just a little bit, and I'm like, it wakes you up. And so, Osho talks a lot about this in the work that he does when I was living on the ashram there. This idea, especially for the Western mind and the Western people, us, because of our moving around, he would often say it is difficult to go from all of that moving to quietly sitting. And that actually expelling the energy out and really moving it, and then finding the stillness. So basically, I'm kind of talking about transitions as well. So slowing down, when somebody was commenting earlier on, like, I need to learn to slow down. And I thought about that, and I was like, I don't think we need to learn it. I think we have to allow it and go through the transition from speed to slow, and embrace that transition is also a journey. And I know that for myself this week with watching when I got here, because I was so excited to get here. And I literally was like, oh my God, I want to do all the things I want to do right now. I want to go to the pool. I want to go to the water. I have to get the groceries. I need to like set up my apartment. I got to get my thing. I was like, I wanted to do it all. So I opted for like a little bit of each thing, which was nice because it did fulfill like all the parts of me. And then I did crash, actually. It was a lot of energy to get here, all of the anticipation energy. So I'm looking forward to the deepening of the slowing down as well, and the deepening of this connection to my body, to myself, to my mind, to my emotions that come with the deepening. And with that usually comes the surrendering, and inside of that I notice my business will evolve. There's been a long journey to get here, this deep trusting of when you let go, when you surrender, when I let go, when I surrender, when I learn to relax and slow down, to trust that in essence there is a speeding up that will happen. And I kind of call it about that in next week or the week after. Like, there's so many spaces in between, because everything is a transition. Everything, it goes from a decision or one state to another state. And I really think what we as humans actually resist and fear is that space in between, the relationship between the transition from something, one state into another. And self mastery for me is to master. And we think it's longer than it really is. Usually, gatekeepers are resistance and fear that are like at the gate of that passage, that try to trick us. No, 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 you don't want to go through that right now, even though sometimes it's really just a decision away. And or resistance is like, they're just innocent. They're just doing their job, really. Like, I like to look at these parts of us as having jobs, and that we're creating our emotional portfolio with them. And if you learn to develop a relationship with resistance and with your fear and with your nervous and your panic and your anxiety and your happy and your joy and your laughter and every emotion in the portfolio, it's almost as if then you realize that they are there for you to use as tools. And every lesson that comes, every emotion that comes in is a messenger for something. And yeah. And that to emote is also our water, our throat, our blue, which means I often use this analogy of like, you don't question that the wave is going to come back in and go back out. We don't question that the breath is going to come back in and go back out, obviously, until our last breath. So it's not about controlling the wave. It's about learning how to surf. So if you know that the contraction and the expansion are going to happen, the sadness will happen, it will also transition right into joy, possibly. So it's about knowing and trusting that it will emerge, emote, and evolve and move into the next emotion. The kind of I was recently speaking with a client, and we were uncovering this idea that actually the way we keep ourselves busy, this busy, is because sometimes we can be afraid of the slowing down, because when we at our truth, we have to start to oh, hey Miku, we often have to start facing. We have an opportunity. We don't have to. We have an opportunity to look at and be with silence, to be with our deepest thoughts, which can sometimes be scary to tell yourself in that full silence of self that you are done with something. You no longer want that. You're ready to transition. You have to make a big decision. So if you busy yourself and your mind and keeping yourself moving, it's not equaling out the two sides of everything, the harmony of the two sides. Too much busy, no good. Too much slow down, no good. It's like everything is traveling with its counterpart, and the idea is what to me balance is. So balance only exists because of its polarities. We only know where middle to hover inside of when we establish where too fast is in life and too slow is, like, and then and for me, this is the dance. I actually don't necessarily believe in one deepest and that's a really nice place to get to when you can start to feel your heart beating during meditation. That level of slow is very magical. I like also experiencing this here on the ocean. I keep looking like this because the ocean is right here. So is the way that this ocean life holds like that stillness in the morning, that slowness, and then the watching of how it picks up as the sun comes. And it makes so much sense, right? The sun is this battery that's charging the day here. And then there's this energy as fast or slow as you need it to be here. And then as the sun goes back, this slowing down of the night comes. I just think it's magic here in that way when you go to places that are by the ocean. Okay, so I hope that me getting a text now did not bump the Instagram. Sorry if it did. That means you're just going to be watching me moving my lips. Okay, so let me see if I put this on. Okay, I think that airplane mode might have worked. All right, so slowing down, I guess really oh no, is it working? I think really the self-inquiry for everyone here is about, is the pace of your life working for you? Oh no, Instagram, please don't do that. Let me take it off of that. Maybe I need that. Oh, I guess I did. All right, I'm checking the comments. Oh yeah, I lost it. Great. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me right now? Shoot, I forgot to change it. Yeah, I can see the microphone is like just struggling to figure itself out. All right, I'm going to, I hate when that happens. Hi, Silke, can you hear me now? I don't know. I think it's like totally not working. All right, well, for everyone still on Facebook, thank you. I think I'm gonna, here, let me like close this. Oh, boo. I guess I'll come back. Actually, I'm going to come back for the tarot reading. Hold on, Facebook. Gotta love the technology. Oh, can you hear me? Maybe you guys can still hear me. It's super whack right now. Okay. All right. Hold on a second. I know, but it is gonna have to just be like this for 1 second. Well, if you are listening to me on Facebook, I'd love to hear, while I do this real quick, any thoughts or questions that you have on basically what slowing down means to you, or like what's your relationship with slowing down in life? I have to find a quick little frame here. You can also put a number in the chat window because I'm going to be picking the cards in a minute. Okay. This always takes the longest. I have to like find this frame. Oh, there. It's not bad. Oh, slowing down. And you know what? Normally something like this would really irritate me because I'm like, oh my God, I'm making people wait for me. I guess. Literally clear out all this space in one of the rooms. It was so liberating. I love doing that. I know you lost connection. I'm coming back. All right, I'm gonna let go of needing the perfect frame right now. And let go. Next. Okay, title. Wow, thank you for sticking with me, whoever's here on Facebook. Okay. So, slowing down. Oof, telling you. Thoughts on. Here we go. All right, I'm going to look at my notes here and I'm finishing up this. Okay, so let me see. Put a number if you want an animal card on Facebook. I'm about to do that. And here's my last thoughts. The last thoughts for this is, hold on, going back in here real quick. On Instagram wanting cards. So, all right, this is the recap of me on my slowing down thing. Slowing down, speeding up affect our nervous system, and inside our nervous system is like where we hold the electrical currents of our entire, kind of like that's the battery. So if it's running too hot, then we need to, everything basically needs to have the right amount of balance between the speed in which you're moving and the slowing down in which you're living, because for equilibrium, balance, and harmony, to find the balance between those two is very important. And also, it's just a really beautiful self-mastery practice. Environment, like, do you need to integrate different kinds of environments into your life so that you have different paces built in? Like, immediately being here has brought up many things that make me feel healthy. So this kind of pace works for me. Yeah, I think it's about checking in with your body and remembering, your nervous system is speaking to you at all times. And another thing that I like about the nervous system conversation is sometimes you don't have to give it a word. You don't have to label it. You can just feel it in your system. Like, instead of being like, I feel anxiety right now, it's just like, wow, my nervous system is really like talking to me. And, it can be liberating to not label it, because then you're, I am it. No, you're experiencing it. It's going to move right through you. To be with yourself and listen to yourself, and that sometimes scares you. Into the fear and just start to play around with, just remember not to go from 100 to 0. So what is the transition and the slowing down as a process begin to look like you're pushing the brakes, you're dropping the gear down slowly, so that you don't, again, jack up your nervous system in a different way. Breath is such a great way to slow down. Hey everyone. Hi Hope. Jennifer, thanks for coming back. So if you want a card, drop a number. Here we go. I'm finishing up here with, okay, keeping busy, more space to hear the truth, listen to how your body feels. You get to look at whatever it is that you need to confront inside of the slowing down. And yeah, okay, here we go. We're picking numbers. Matt, Hope. All right, we're picking numbers. Matt, if you want a card, I'm going to do some cards right now. Hope, if you'd like an animal card. Okay, we got Jennifer, 3, 1, 2, 3. The spider. Here we go. I'm going to do quick today. The spider, ooh, number 43. Hope, I got you at 4. One sec. 43. The spider is, oh, well, we know it weaves a web, so it's about weaving. And boy, after last represents the wheel of life. And so it's in some ways about like attending to all the quadrants of your life. Inventory, this whole slowing down thing is if you're moving too quick, you might be missing. Slowing down to be in self-inquiry, ask yourself the questions. It talks about that without realizing that we can change it at any time. And that's what I was kind of talking about, these polarities, and then you can find all of the spectrum of things in between. We talked about that last night too. If we are not decisive enough about changing our lots in life, we may end up being consumed by our fears and limitations. Yep. Spider is the female energy of the creative force that weaves the beautiful designs of her life. You are the creator of your life. It's not only the butterfly that goes through transformation. In fact, I feel like the butterfly, the caterpillar to butterfly go to transformation. Self, the next version of self, and then possibly go back to caterpillar spider energy. Great. I love it. That was a beautiful one for today. Hope for 1, 2, 3, 4. The lizard, 36, the lizard. Amazing. Okay, let's see what the lizard, and I have tons of lizards around me right now, geckos. Ooh, beautiful dreaming, which is so perfect for today and slowing down because, well, dreaming obviously happens during our slowest period of our day when we're sleeping. We're in complete stillness, slowly. Well, we toss and turn, we breathe. But that's like a real slowing down time when we're in our dreaming state. And also, don't forget, your mind is your servant for daydreaming. You have an active part. You can be an active participant in your dreaming. What do you want? Where are you going? Who's there? How does it feel? Use your imagination. Your imagination and your ability to dream are you're bringing the future into the present moment, which then allows you to then take conscious action and create it if you'd like. But everything is created twice, first in your mind. So dreaming, the lizard thought for a moment. Oh wait, this is a big story, I remember. Lizard is the medicine of dreamers. Whether dreamers smoke you or dream you, dreamers can always help you see the shadow. Because you're in the dark, sleeping. The shadow can be your fears, your hopes, or the very thing you are resisting, but it is always following you around like an obedient dog. Ooh, so are your dreams following you around. So is your mind. All right, so that was cool. Let me know what you think, Hope, if you were listening, and any thoughts that you have on lizard, and Jen, whatever you think about with the spider. How was that? 11, Adrian? Got you. Let me just check in if I missed any. Okay, 11, here we go. Yeah, 11's always my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whoop! Raccoon. Give me a number. 46 is the raccoon. I wonder if there's raccoons. I'm sure there's raccoons out here. Yeah, you down with OPP, down with the lizard? All right, the raccoon. Ooh. Adrian, generous protector. Protector of the underdog, provider of those who have none. Do you wear the bandit's mask to hide the good deeds that you've done? You do. You do that with me. Although I guess you're not hiding. Teach me to turn away from rich rewards of worldly acclaim, knowing that my generosity allows my warrior spirit to be reclaimed. Cool. So yeah, raccoon is the carrier. It helps protect the underdogs. Does that resonate with you? If it telling you to look around and see who needs your strength at this time. Speak up in defense of another instead of remaining silent when others are gossiping. Wow, that's such a powerful position. Very egoless and kind of need, and also knowing that when you give, you also receive. And to do that in the theme for today, to do that, we usually have to slow down what we want for ourselves, to pause to give to others. That's really kind. That's nice. I love it. Let me know what you think. The ninth one, Miku, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Opossum. The opossum. 23. We're jumping around today in this book. Wow. Interesting little crew we've got a little pack of animals we're rolling with today in the slowing down. And interesting enough, I mean, besides the lizard moves quickly but then stops. The spider is pretty slow. The raccoon, I would not say, is the fastest animal in the whole world. And they're pretty slow to mediate, except for the lizards. Okay, opossum is about diversion. It's kind of like, look here, no, over here. Diversion. So diversion, let's see, opossum may be relaying to you that you are to expect the unexpected and to be clever in achieving your victory. This could be a victory over something bothersome. And opossum is beckoning you to use your brain, your sense of drama and surprise, to leap over some barriers to your progress. That's the power. And then that one moment where you let go, that's where in fact, it's interesting, right? You pull it back, but the power comes from the stillness. You're in stillness, and then you put something in motion. So diversion is kind of like the movement of something to look at it the other way. It says that you're being asked to use strategy and today. If you are here, just keep in mind I'm doing these Tuesday talk and tarot at 2 o'clock now. If you'd like more of this type of stuff, talking about my Mexico journey, talking about what it's like to be here and just all of it. So, and what I'm learning about myself in the slowing down, So I'm looking forward to the revealing. I've got a great program that's happening right now. Starts in March, actually, but signups are happening now if you'd like to be in it. It's only 14 people. It's called Rise, and it's Release, Imagine, Share, and Evolve. It's a very powerful program. We use the energy of the spring, which is, a great time to really harvest or really plant the seeds and then watch the blooming of them. We deal a lot with mind mastery and turning your inner critic into your inner coach, really looking at how everything in life is here to teach you something, the messengers, attuning, looking at your relationship with resistance and fear, and starting to see everything as your emotional portfolio. Ten un buen día, un buen noche. I will see you very soon next week. And Lisa out. Bye.